Hey everyone, happy Wednesday to all my kitty lovers. April, your cat health coach here, and Mr. Stubby. Going to do a short video today on how to properly store and serve your raw cat food, because this is something that a lot of people keep asking me, and I kept meaning to do a video on it and kept forgetting for a while. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do and how to do this properly so that you're careful to not introduce any issues with your raw feeding. So I gotta put Stubby down for a moment so I can show you guys. Here's your treats. Alright, so the first thing about storing the food is you want to make sure that you're storing it only in glass, or you could store it in ceramic or stainless steel too if you have stainless steel containers. I don't think they sell those very much, but just use the Pyrex brand is what this is. This is a 6-cup Pyrex that we got off Amazon, and it's a really good size for what we feed. This is his raw. We take out a pound. Actually, it's like a pound and a quarter each time because we buy it in the 2.5-pound bulk. So we thought in here, and this 6-cup size works really well. So if you have one cat that you're feeding raw to, this size container will probably work really well for you. If you have several cats and you're feeding more raw, then you probably want to get something a little bigger. So here's that. Let me wash my hands since I just stuck my hands in it. And so that is actually part of the whole point of storing the raw in a glass or ceramic container, is because the research has actually shown that the bacteria from meat, from either your raw cat food or your own meat that you're cooking and eating, bacteria from the meat can actually leach into plastic containers, and then even after washing them or putting them in the dishwasher, it's been found that the bacteria can harbor in there sometimes, which could cause problems down the road, especially if the containers get scratched. So if when we're talking about the plates, which I'll get to, sometimes cats scratch at that. So that's the reason behind that. So the second part is how you're going to serve your raw. You want to make sure you're serving it again on only glass or ceramic. Sure what these are, glass or ceramic. I guess they're ceramic, or stainless steel plates. These are just some cute little plates we got at like Ross or something. They came in a little stack, and so this is what we feed Stubbin on. So I really also prefer to feed on a plate because cats don't tend to like eating in a bowl anyway, because they have to put their whole face down in the bowl, and they don't like their selves getting irritated, their whiskers especially hitting the sides of the bowls. And I know for our hairless cats, a lot of them don't have the whiskers, so that might not be as much of a concern, but for most other cat breeds. And then also when your cat is eating is one of its most vulnerable times. When it's eating and when it's going to the bathroom, it feels the most vulnerable of any time of day. And so if you ever have seen, like a video of a lion that just caught its prey or whatnot, and they're eating looking up. They're eating with their eyes up because, they're watching what else is going on. Are they competing for the food or whatnot? So we got to think of these instinctual things for our cats. The lion is not sitting here just, like that with his face hidden in a bowl. They want to be able to survey their territory, and especially, if you just have one cat in your home, maybe it's not a big deal, but it especially seems to be an issue that I see with my kitty clients that have multiple cats, and there can be some food aggression issues and stuff. And then once they start feeding, especially on separate plates, then everything seems to go a little better. So that way they can eat their food, see what's going around them, and don't feel so vulnerable. So yeah, that's it really. Basically, just make sure you're storing it in glass, ceramic, or stainless steel, and feeding them on glass or ceramic or stainless steel. And the last point is to be sure that you pay attention to the fact that this is raw meat. So it's not going to be the same as, of course, dry food. A lot of people, no idea what's happening over there in my kitchen. A lot of people with dry food may just leave it in a bowl all day long, and of course that's what dry food companies do. They make it shelf stable. Or even canned food, a lot of people scoop it out and maybe give it to their cat and then go to work for the day, and they don't have to pick it back up. But the raw food, you have to schedule this feeding into your day so that maybe you do it right when you wake up, you get yourself dressed ready, have your breakfast, whatever, and you're gonna pick up any of the extra that they haven't eaten. You're either gonna just toss the rest, or I tell people just, be aware of it. I'm very aware of it, it's not cheap food, we're making good quality stuff here with the best ingredients, so I don't want to just throw it away. So we feed it and we just watch no more than 10 minutes, and whatever he hasn't eaten in 10 minutes, we put it back in the container, back straight in the fridge, as long as you do it within that 10-minute, I always say like 5 to 10 minutes. Most cats eat that fast anyway. And whatever they haven't eaten goes back in the storage container, back to the fridge, and fed at the next meal. So that way you're safe, you're not leaving it out to grow bacteria for hours and hours on end. And it's situations like that end up leading to, cats having some type of GI distress or something from the raw food. Typically, I've never had a report when anybody's feeding it correctly and doing all the correct steps of feeding raw to have any type of problems. So, all right, I hope that helps everyone know how to store and serve your raw food properly. Chat with you soon. Bye.